So I get an opportunity to sort of get grounded before my week begins. And then I can set that tone for not only like being in my own self and space, which is something that I'm learning to do more of, but because the meditation includes an, the business side of things, it allows me to actually be thinking about how I want to show up in the week. So there's a benefit to sort of starting off with that piece at the beginning. The business side of it is definitely the most unique, I think, for me. It really marries a heart-centered mindset with an entrepreneur or career mindset, because it is a holistic approach to me as a person. Space for you to be all of yourself and show up fully as yourself. And that's what I appreciate about the Mondays, is that it is expecting almost me to show up fully as myself, as an entrepreneur, as a woman, and as a heart-centered human. I am more present and more thoughtful about how I integrate myself with my business. And actually, I have more permission to do that. I find that, and I have said this to you before, it's the thinking woman's approach to a holistic mindset. So it is taking all of myself and my business into one. And I think that that is missing from some of the things I've done before, is putting it all together and being a whole person, not just self-care from a human perspective or self-care from a business perspective, but like looking at the whole picture. I would say go for it, because what I have, and I guess maybe this is part of the previous answer too, what I have found is that it sustains me through when I didn't think it was still there. So I shared with the community in one of my last calls that even though I wasn't there, I felt the energy of being held in that group. And when I came back to the next call, it felt like being at home. It felt like I'd just come back to everyone whose energy had been with me all along. And the practices were impacting my decisions, and I didn't really realize that until I was there. These sessions are something that you can give yourself as a gift, both personally and professionally, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you're a career person. What it's doing is putting into practice the self-care concept, but in a real tangible way. And I think that is, we buy a lot of things, we do a lot of things, they sit on the shelf, they sit on our computers, they're under the sink, things that we don't really use. But this is something that you will show up for, and then you will feel good about it. And even I've had experiences where I've shown up fully frazzled and not thinking I even had the time, and it immediately has made me feel more in control, more grounded, more purposeful, and then I can carry on after that. So I would say it's a wonderful gift to give yourself.